Why, hello everyone! Welcome back! Are you ready to present a knife, or I should say a key, to this guy? Because he wanted it, or Edgeworth wanted it, I don't know, someone wanted something. What was really wanted here? So this key can become a knife, that's some trick.
This key was originally stolen from your embassy 7 years ago.
Yes, my, this is fascinating.
Are you listening to me at all, Ambassador?
Wow, this is really very fascinating.
He's so absorbed in playing with the key that my voice is failing to reach him.
Wait, that was... But he just said to present, but that didn't do anything. I thought for sure, like, maybe. Just maybe that would do something, just because, like, hey, guess what? You got a thing here, but it didn't do anything, so go figure. Anyway, did I already present all these things to her? I don't know if I did that or not. Just to make sure, though. I want to be sure that it's correct and all that stuff. Wait, also, did I present? Wait, no, I had to have. No, well, not to her. Okay, whatever. This is one of misused possessions that I found 7 years ago. I thought that maybe it'd be of some use someday, so I took really good care of it.
Thank you, Kay. I'll be sure to put it to good use, you'll see.
Yeah, now let's go catch that woman.
We will. However, Kay, you need to look before you leave. You tend to lose your cool when it comes to anything related to that woman.
I'll be alright, I'm not exactly all that calm normally anyway.
I don't think that's something most people boast about, Kay.
Why not? Why wouldn't you boast about that? That sounds like something you would boast about. Alright, let me talk to him again. I completely forgot what I presented last episode already. Let's see. I know I presented that. Did I present this? Maybe. I might have, I might not have, I don't know. But regardless, it doesn't add anything new, so... Heck with that. Gumshoe, your turn. Do you have anything to add to the situation here? On this? Oh. Oh, he was the one who gave that to me? I see. Well, in that case, whatever. Give me that. Have some of those. What you want with these things? You want a thing at all? No, you don't. Sorry, Gumshoe. He didn't want anything. I just asked you if you wanted the thing, but you didn't want a thing, so shame on you. Alright, let's get out of here. That might mean that we're done here. Maybe. I don't know. Does it mean that we're done here? Does it not mean we're done here? I guess I'll go back to the other place.
I think I'll be returning to the investigation in Alabas now, but...
I know. I'll go back to Babel and go and do some more investigating there. Alright, well, you do that. I don't know if you're going to find anything, but we'll see. March 14th, 9:58 p.m. Rolls Garden. Where did Francisca go? I see you back, Miles Edgeworth! Speak of the devil. I mean, it's only obvious. She speaks full names for Pete's sake. How are things in Babel? Although I can't really say I expect much from a Scuffy and that girl.
The investigation into Manny Kochin's death hasn't really progressed any. However, the investigation into the Yatagarasu has.
Ah, yes, the Yatagarasu. Even now I find it hard to believe. A person who can freely traverse between the two countries at will? Preposterous!
Well, that's what I came here to investigate. I heard that this is where witnesses claim to have seen the Yatagarasu.
That's correct. Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight here in Alabast. That's when the Yatagarasu appeared. The shadow of the mysterious thief appeared, and just as suddenly it vanished. That's what that... Okay, interesting. After that, there was a fire at the Babylese embassy that the Yatagarasu started.
I vow that not a single feather from the Yatagarasu shall escape my diligence.
Begin investigation, Rose Garden. Alright. So Francisca's back on our side now, huh?
The investigation.
Tonight in this very Rose Garden, the Alabastian ambassador, Kirkus, whatever you want to call it, Alba, was to give a commemorative speech. A very key commemorative speech at that. And including Agent Lang, the security detail is very tight. But as if to mock our efforts, the Yatagarasu appears. Then just like that, the thief vanishes and starts a fire at the Babylese embassy.
Interesting. And are you sure it was the Yatagarasu who appeared here?
Of course! But to have slipped by such a tight security, and then disappear into thin air, we will need to conduct a very thorough investigation of this area.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. In order to find out the truth behind what's happened here, I should start by gathering as much information as I can.
Oh, really now? Oh, really? How is that going to happen now? Who's lying on that guy? Well, I suppose I'll start over here.
Is it possible that the Yatagarasu hid in these bushes?
Of course not! They're rose bushes!
You've been
spending so much time with Scruffy that girl they're rubbing off on you. But it's alright. I'll wake you out of your stupor. Now the next time you feel like sleep-talking, remember that I'll whip you for real.
All I tried to do was offer up a possibility, and this is what I get?
Yes, Edgeworth. That is what you get. I'm assuming that's the same thing. Yes, it is. That is correct. I can't believe it. What about this? Garbage can.
There's an overturned spot...
Alright, I thought it was a garbage can, but whatever.
Spotlight here.
When the Yatagarasu appeared, the audience was waiting for the speech to start panicked. I suppose that's when someone must have knocked it over.
I'm having a tough time visualizing the mass confusion that took place here.
I thought I used my whip to capture the Yatagarasu. And there were the people in my way, and I was unable to land even a single lash.
I suppose this means that some other people or saps were hit instead.
Oh, were they now?
A statue of a woman. I wonder if the lady is pouring water.
It says that this is a statue of the queen who spoke of love to King Permadux. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it seems that you are lousy at reading a woman's heart.
I opened my mouth about a statue and she somehow made the leap to that?
It's an interesting thing there that she came up with.
There are roses scattered on the surface of the water, creating a pleasant fragrance.
It's not just aesthetics. This pool's water was also been putting out fires.
I see. Oh. The pool stopped filling itself automatically.
The fountain spouts are set to stay open until the pool's water reaches a certain level.
If this water is used to put out fires, I suppose it must be refilled to its normal level. Which suggests that this pool was recently used somehow in this embassy. I guess I'll take some notes about it, just in case.
Fountain spouts, data jotted down to my organizer, type information discovered at the Rose Garden.
Okay. Hey, Larry!
Ah! How dare you surprise me like that?
I'm sorry. Oh, hey, Edgy, thanks for what you did back there.
Your gratitude alone is enough. More importantly, Larry, this pool is not for your personal enjoyment.
I know that. Do you really think that I'm the type to just jump into a pool and swim around for fun? ... What was that objection for?
Alright then, did you by chance fall into the pool?
I don't understand the objection still. Nice guess, but no dice. So you know my son, right, Edgy? Oh, I was like, I got a little bit confused right there.
Your son?
I guess I kind of lost sight of him when I shook hands with the ambassador. And I'm pretty sure that he was around here when I last saw him!
You imbecile! How can you be so flippant at a time like this? What are you going to do if your son fell into the pool? And how old is this child of yours anyway?
How old is he again?
Larry, this is the first I've heard of a son. Who exactly is the mother?
The mother? Oh, that chick, the pink princess.
The pink princess?
Miss Von Karma. I was a bit confused by this man's words for a bit there. However, I believe what he is looking for is the doll of the Iron Infant.
Yep, because I'm the Steel Samurai through and through, heart and soul. And the Iron Infant is my cute little son.
You have given a whole new meaning to the phrase, an astounding fool.
Larry, we have not seen hide nor hair of the Iron Infant. But rest assured that if we should find him, we'll let you know. Now get out of here. Out of there.
Sounds good. In that case, I'll go search over there.
Hey, wait! Well, it's not as if he'll get very far swimming around in that pool. And though he's unrelated to the murders, he sure knows how to cause a lot of trouble.
the heck, Larry? I mean, my goodness.
It would appear that the pool served its function tonight as an emergency water reservoir. The pool even refills itself to the present water level. And the planets align, a steel samurai appears from its depths.
Apparently so. Apparently so.
These are some beautiful roses here. They appear to be well maintained.
You're being too nice, Miles Edgeworth. The arrangement is devoid of any design sense. Roses only truly shine when they are grouped by color, one color per location. They lose their beauty when they're all mixed together like this.
I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or not. On second thought, there's a rather serious look on her face. I better leave it be.
They really should rethink the proper balance of these roses.
Of all the people to comment on the proper balance of things...
Yeah, who would have guessed, right? That's almost like a mini miracle right there. Oh no, it's another spotlight. What the heck, man?
The statue bears a resemblance to the Primadux statue.
The plaque says King Primadux in the battlefield. In order to save the Queen, the King Primadux put his life on the line and went to war.
So Primadux was actually a person of royal blood. I thought he was simply someone imitating a character from an ancient legend.
What surprises me is that a real person who looked like the steel samurai existed.
I suppose there's that too.
Yeah, quite the crazy thing now, isn't it? I thought that leak would be something special, but apparently not.
So this is where Ambassador Alba was to give his speech.
The stage was set up nicely. However, where was the audience supposed to sit?
Perhaps they were supposed to sit around the edge of the pool.
That's such a poor planning. If there was no place other than a spot or two at the pool, they really should have made seating arrangements like how the gallery set up in the court.
Indeed. You can sense that consideration for the viewers was taken with those. So in the end, the speaker and his audience were to stand the whole time, huh? Yes. Although I suspect the audience would have liked to sit down after a while. Was Francisca just talking and I was just speaking as Edgeworth? Probably. Who knows? Maybe. I am so confused right now. Oh well. I forgot to present new things to you, Francisca. My gosh, I am sorry. Oh, actually, well, okay. I see. Nope, nothing to that. How about this? Nothing to say about that. Well, anything about the perfume? No. I thought you would at least say something about that. Wait, what? When did this get... Oh. Apparently forgot about that. Part of the rose garden pool. Auto refills the water when the water level is low. Did I just forget to... I guess I just forgot to read that somehow. Or maybe I did. Maybe I just forgot to acknowledge it completely. Oh, it happens. I suppose Ambassador Alba sat in this chair.
Ambassador Alba is very elderly. The chair was prepared for him should he have gotten tired during his speech.
In that case, why didn't he plan to make his speech sitting down in the first place?
The ambassador is also quite prideful, that's why.
He sounds like my old principal from grade school who'd speak at assemblies.
Is that the truth now? I can't go back to the other area if I wanted to. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. Not like I want to. Or maybe I did. Maybe I did want to go back there. So you...
How was the investigation proceeding on your end? Lang Z says that's top secret.
If you're going to attempt to imitate your superior, at least do it well.
I don't suppose he believes in the accidental leakage of information.
Who knows? Maybe he does. Have you finished checking out all the bystanders?
Yes, sir. And we found 14 counts of pickpocketing, 16 counts of illegal parking, and 1 person ran a light, sir.
Don't tell me you didn't find out anything related to the case.
Sir, not a single thing, sir.
Well, for now, let's just get those other lawbreakers down to the precinct. ... Agent Lang. Well, if it isn't Mr. Prosecutor.
I would just like to thank you for your assistance earlier.
Make no mistake, it's not like I was trying to help you with what I did.
After I left, did you receive word from Ambassador Alba?
We're to wrap up our bodyguard assignment at the end of today. Oddly enough, we received word from HQ to return home on an urgent matter. Heh, as if I can be so easily called away from this case after I've come this far. I swear that I'll find the truth and drag it out screaming into the light. You're with me on that, right, Mr. Prosecutor? ... Okie dokie then, I guess it's time to present some evidence. Lang Z says there is no value in trusting those who bear this mark. Let me fill you in on what I hate the most in this world. People who go around showing off that badge. Sorry, but that's one opinion I'm never going to budge on. ...
I don't think we talked to him earlier, did we?
Well, I guess I'll present everything.
Agent Lang, I'd like to ask your opinion on this piece of evidence.
Are you joking? You're asking for my opinion?
Our mutual goal is to search for the truth, in which case, wouldn't cooperation be best?
Lang Z says only cooperate with those you can trust. Sorry, but I'm not one to place my trust in you prosecutor scum so easily.
I'll take that as a no.
Oh, will you now? So let's see. Place your bets, everyone. What will he say things about? Lang Z says inevitably all who have evil in their hearts find themselves in heck. But we haven't found all the pieces of the truth yet. It comes too far to go home before I see it with all my own two eyes.
In that case, our goals are the same. So shouldn't we be cooperating with each other?
We're on two different pages, you and I don't trust any living thing that calls itself a prosecutor, got it? Is that so? It's covered in blood. The sight of blood brings out my wild side. What about you? Any special reaction to blood?
No, not especially.
This is why you prosecutors are all worthless.
How does that have any bearing on how good or bad a prosecutor someone is?
I don't know.
I don't know, Edgeworth. That is a very, very good question, though. Agent Lang, about this piece of evidence.
That thing stinks to high heaven.
Excuse me?
Like all wolves, I've got a good sense of smell. And there's one nasty funk coming from that document. To smell some dirty scoundrels' greed.
I wouldn't mind having a sense of smell if it helps in investigations this much.
Wouldn't that just be great if you had an amazing sense of smell, everyone? I wish you had an amazing... Actually, not necessarily. I don't know. It depends. It's situational. I wish you could have a great sense of smell, but turn it off whenever you know there's something bad in the area.
Agent Lang, I'd like for you to take a look at this piece of evidence.
If we follow the trail that this piece leads us down, we'll eventually get to the truth.
In that case, why don't we cooperate and help one another?
No can do. I can't just trust someone working as a prosecutor that easily.
Is that so now? Well, nothing to say about that. Nothing to say about this, probably. I knew it. Called it before it happened. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
So yeah, Lang, what you doing? Why are you so untrustworthy? I don't get you, man.
Agent Lang, what do you think about this piece of evidence?
Maybe the second, but he's just a peon imitating someone else. Just look at what happened to him, all because he was out for the national treasure. Lang Z says, one should always know one's place in life.
I guess Lang Z had a lot to say in life, and on a lot of mundane topics as well.
Oh no, not the mundane topics. How could you? How could you say things about mundane topics? Well, you know what? I don't like saying things about mundane topics. Or do I? Maybe I do. I don't know, everyone. You tell me. I don't even really know what that really means exactly, because I'm not an expert in English. Also, I didn't mean to do that, obviously. But you probably knew that already. But what if I did mean to do that? Then it's like, whoops. Well, I guess I just completely ignored these 3 pieces of evidence here for no reason. I mean, what if it was important? I mean, seriously. Because water could have been very easily important. You never know. Or maybe the perfume could have been important. You could have been like, oh, I recognize the smell. I don't know. This is vaguely familiar. I know this from someplace.
You were working as Ambassador Alba's bodyguard at the time. So naturally you witnessed when the Yatagarasu appeared, correct?
Yeah, I saw the thief alright with my own 2 eyes. The Yatagarasu was always there lurking in the shadows. But when the spotlights were turned on for Ambassador Alba's speech, a shadow appeared. That's when cries of "It's the Yatagarasu" rang out. The next second the spotlight went out. And by the time we got the area lit again, the death thief had vanished. When we investigated afterwards, we found that the reason the lights went out was because someone had unplugged the extension plug for all the outdoor electronics. Whether it was someone's doing it on purpose, or simply a guest who had tripped over it, we don't know. But one thing is for certain, the Yatagarasu was here.
So you're saying that basically all you saw was the thief's silhouette?
Yes.
Objection!
If all you saw was a shadow, then it's entirely possible that the shadow belonged to someone else.
Ha! Good thinking, sis. You just might be right. If it weren't for the fact that there was no one else with the same shape, not among the staff or the audience members. My men have already done a thorough check of everyone, so I know I'm right.
Someone else's shadow? That sounds like a plausible hypothesis. The suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. I believe I figured out its true origin.
I expected no less from my subordinate. Now let's hear what you know on the subject.
Oh no. What really cast the shadow of the Yatagarasu?
Oh no. Could it have been that? I wonder. I don't know. I don't know, everyone. I just don't know what it could be. Could it have been that? Perhaps. But that looks like way too much going on right there, though, so I don't understand what... How? Well, everyone, I'm about to be a guilty person, and I can't save either, so... Let's go with this statue here? Do I want to rush into this, everyone? Do I want to rush into this? That is the question now. Let's see. I don't know. Could it have been a combination of the statues? Wait a second now. I don't know. I honestly don't know, everyone. It could be that. It could be that. No. The spotlights are situated in a weird spot. You know what? No, I'm guilty probably. No, I'm not. Yes. Sweet. I was worried it was going to be the other statue. It's like, no, please don't be the other statue.
The suddenly appearing and disappearing shadow of the Yatagarasu. Is it not possible that it was created by this statue?
Are you playing me for a fool, Miles Edgeworth? The statue bears absolutely no resemblance to the shadow of the Yatagarasu.
You are correct. However, the statue is but one part of the whole picture.
What do you mean by only one part?
So is the other statue too.
What is the other part to the real form of the Yatagarasu shadow?
The other statue.
It's another statue?
The Yatagarasu shadow was made from the shadows of these two statues.
Made? What do you mean by that?
Right now, the spotlights are all over the place. This is because they were moved when the guests were in panicked state. However, if we were to restore the lights to where they were when the thief appeared, you
believe that the two shadows will create the Yatagarasu shadow?
Precisely. Now then, watch as I reveal the true form of the Yatagarasu. First, if we set up a spotlight to cast a shadow of King Primadux in the battlefield, the shadow of the king statue would appear to the backdrop of the stage. Likewise, if we set a light up on the queen who spoke love with the King Primadux, her silhouette would also appear on the backdrop to the stage.
Aha! So we were to combine the two shadows?
Not even close.
It looks nothing like the Yatagarasu shadow.
It's more like a human fused with a freaking unicorn, if you ask me. Oh boy.
Miles Edgeworth, how do you explain this grotesque shape?
That is an interesting looking shape, though.
Calm down, Francisca. The way the light needs to be shown on the queen statue is wrong.
What do you mean by that?
I believe that the whole of the king's shadow needs to be used for this to work. However, in the case of the queen, I don't believe her whole shadow is needed. Rather, the person who created this shadow only used one part of her shadow.
Only one part?
Yes, and that one part alone is enough to fill the rest of the Yatagarasu shadow.
Why did you say that in the first place?
You're right, I apologize. Now, what part of the queen statue was used to complete the Yatagarasu shadow?
Wow, I'm just a little bit confused now. Could it have been the fingers, perhaps? It might have been the hand, actually.
Take that!
Think back to what is missing in our shadow. 5 long, thin areas, correct? Now, what does that remind you of?
Ah!
That's right, it can only be the shadow of the queen's left hand. Francisca, can we please adjust the spotlight's position?
I'm just gonna save just to be on the safe side, because I don't want to redo a lot of stuff here, just in case something goes wrong, you know? because that would be pretty bad and stuff, and I don't know. I'm a little bit paranoid right now. I'm one wrong answer from a guilty verdict. So what can I do? What can I do about that,
So that it only shines in the Queen's left hand.
Alright, let's give it a try and see what we get.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's...
Yeah, this is exactly like the shadow I saw.
The culprit must have changed the spotlight's positioning beforehand, and then pulled the plug after people saw what the culprit wanted them to see. In their panic, the guests must have moved the spotlights around, which we can assume was also part of the culprit's plan. By the time the lights came back on, the Yatagarasu shadow had vanished, which means that the shadow was a construct from the very beginning. So you see, the Yatagarasu never did visit Alabasta tonight. The only country that Thief visited was Babel, although it can be assumed that the Yatagarasu had an accomplice in Alabasta.
An accomplice? But who?
I haven't figured that out yet, but I assume it was the person who set up the shadow show. I sense that the biggest clue yet to solving this case is the existence of this accomplice.
Investigation complete! Yes! I'm not almost guilty. How's the investigation going? Oh, it's bad.
Detective Bad, have you come to join us investigating the Yatagarasu?
I've lawfully murdered an Agent Lang's charge, and my only target from the very beginning is the Yatagarasu, so yes.
So, what have you found out?
I got a piece of evidence.
May I see it?
Sure, but you might regret it.
We're here because we are ready to face whatever may come. So if you please...
When people heard the commotion, bystanders started gathering. And one woman acclaimed, I'm telling you, I'm a genuine international journalist. She gave me an interesting picture.
A journalist?
Well, actually, she's a freelance cameraman.
Oh, I wonder who we're talking about right now.
This is a photo I got from her.
And it's gonna be a terrible photo because that's what this person always does. What was her name again? I already forgot what her name was. My gosh. Yeah. Surprise, surprise. What a freaking terrible photo that is.
What in the world?
The Yatagarasu is flying through the air!
The times they are changing. It's not just man, but evidence even they lie to us now.
When was this photo taken?
Apparently right after the fires on the 4th and 5th floors that were put out. It was taken from a nearby building that you can see the embassy from.
I see, so this was taken after the fire.
Oh, Lotta Hart, that was her name. She always takes such terrible photos! Assuming that is her photo, and I think it is being implied that it is her photo. So thank you again for such a terrible photo. Photo of Yatagarasu's data jotted down by organizer. Type of photographs received from Detective Bad.
The blur in this thought picture took off from the Babylese embassy, flew over the boundary, and headed for the embassy of Alabasta.
Let me look at this photo, please. Taken from a building nearby at the moment of the border crossing during the fire. Ooh, that's very interesting indeed. I didn't even do that!
Objection!
Oh, no, not an objection!
This is simply not possible! People are incapable of flight!
Is that a fact? I've had the pleasure of dealing with a case involving a flying person once.
What case is he alluding to? I don't remember. Oh, whatever. I don't remember what that case was.
Actually, come to think of it, I've come across a case like that as well. 2, actually.
Maybe it's happens more often than we think.
Am I up to the task of solving the mystery behind this photograph? Well, the Yatagarasu took off from the Babylese embassy, so I should start from there. Francisca, I need to return to the Babel investigation for a bit.
Alright.
Alright, if you say so. Hey, Bad, what's up?
So the Yatagarasu was just a shadow.
The calling card was sent is what threw everyone off and made them assume things.
It's possible that all of the events tonight were part of the overall plan.
I'm going to continue investigating on the Alabastian side. You two, as I always say, don't do anything stupid, alright?
I wonder if he's alright. It's unusual for him to be so nice.
I think it's simply that he is concerned for our well-being, Francisca.
Yeah, what's so wrong with that now, huh? I mean, seriously, notice anything? Did we get any new evidence? Yeah, we did. We got that.
This is simply not possible! People are incapable of flight!
Well, I had the pleasure of dealing with a case involving a flying person once.
Actually, come to think of it, I've come across a case like this too.
Actually, wait, you already said that. You already said that. Francisca, don't repeat yourself.
Notice anything?
I wonder what that photo earlier was all about.
Indeed, this photo certainly was interesting. I believe this necessitates a need to investigate the Babylonis embassy some more.
I suppose we have no choice if we have to conduct a further investigation.
I suppose so. I will have to pass through the Theatrum Neutralis to reach the Babylonis embassy.
Alright. Well, you do that, Edgeworth. Talk to Lang one more time. Talk to him, man.
Ha, what a farce. Turns out that what I thought was the Yatagarasu shadow was some statues instead.
It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Everyone was in a panic.
And here I thought you'd come over to throw some sarcastic remark in my face.
Of course not. You and I were both of one mind in pursuit of the truth.
But are we really of one mind, though?
I'll be returning to the Babel investigation now. I'll contact you if I find anything.
You sure are as stubborn as a rock.
Well, what's wrong with that, huh? Nothing wrong with that at all. Anyway, I think in the next exciting episode, I think we will return to the Babel side at once. We will see what the truth holds for us. Will we be one step closer to the truth, or will we not? I don't know. I don't know, everyone. The truth is so hard to find. Why is the truth so hard to find? Truth! I demand answers! Answers that we won't find in the next exciting episode, probably. Oh well, what can we do about it? Wait a second. Oh, I thought I was wondering if maybe they would move the statue or something. They did not. Oh well, whatever. The next exciting episode. See ya! Bye!